how it reacts to its earnings that has just come out. If you look at the scorecard, the revenue has been largely in line with what, largely in line to below what we were expecting on as far as the ET poll is concerned. The EBIT has been below. There has been margin and PAT also that was below what we were penciling in. They have announced the final dividend of 30 rupees per share. But let's look at the revenue first. The revenue has come in at 64,479 crores versus an expectation of 64,856 crores is what we were expecting. The EBIT has come in at 15,601 crore rupees versus an expectation of 16,123 crores. So that's below the expectations. As far as the margins are concerned, the margins have come in at 24.2% versus an expectation of 24.9% is what we were penciling in as far as the EBIT margin is concerned. But TCS has also crossed $30 billion revenue milestone, and also if you look at the revenue, FY25 revenue in terms of growth, that's been up 6% on a year-on-year basis, and in terms of constant currency growth, that has been up 4.2%. But to weigh in on the numbers and what do they really look like and the fine print, we are now joined by Omkar Tanksale, who's the senior research analyst from Vasuki India Fund. Hi Omkar, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Omkar, the first cut for TCS results, it looks like it has come below what the street was penciling in. What is your take on the numbers for TCS?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it wasn't completely missed on all fronts, largely because mainly a slowdown in the ramp-ups because of the macroeconomic uncertainties going around, and not only just because it was a macroeconomic concern in terms of inflationary, but definitely, and I mean, there are some economic conditions are not only in favor of the IT spends or discretionary spends, I would say. The pickup is likely to be delayed at least for the couple of quarters, and visibility is not there. That we have also been make out from the Accenture results as well. But yes, definitely North American side and the European side is likely to be weaker in terms of IT spends.
Right. Omkar, also, how do you expect the stock to react tomorrow, given that IT has seen some considerable drubbing in trade? I mean, of course, post the Trump tariffs, also NASDAQ was seen that blowout, and as a result, even Indian IT was facing a lot of selling pressure. How do you see TCS to react tomorrow in tomorrow's trading session?
Yeah, I mean, definitely there will be a negative reaction we're likely to see, as you know, the outlook as I mean, one should be looking at the outlook and what the management says about the discretionary spend going around, because this quarter TCS was also facing a ramp down on the BSNL deal, so that would have also impacted on the revenue terms. But might we can see and pick up. So outlook on the vertical outlook on BFSI retail is likely to be must be watchful for. But I definitely it's been on a prima facie. It looks to be a miss on all fronts. So negative reaction is likely to come.
Talk to us about the demand. As you mentioned, the demand is likely to remain rather subdued given the global macros, and also the fact that now the dollar tailwind has has started waning off. How do you see the IT pack in general performing going ahead?
I mean, for this quarter, we believe that it is likely to be remain muted, and for the next quarter at least, one might get a pick up in the second half of the financial year. But still, I mean, nobody knows. I mean, the deal wins that they have, the order book that they have is impressive, but it is not ramping up is not really happening as of now. And we believe that there will be a lot of uncertainties going around. So in a way that the for Indian IT services companies, this is likely to maintain the status quo, and you have to be very selective in terms of the stock picking strategies, because thing is that the IT stock have also been corrected. So your valuation discount you are getting it. So it's a lucrative thing that one should be investing it. But while investing, you should be very peculiar at what price you are buying it and how you are holding it for a long. That becomes very, very important.
All right, Omkar, thank you so much for joining us and weighing in on the first cut of the numbers. We will let you go on that note. So another perhaps quarter of subdued growth as far as the IT pack is concerned. We'll wait and watch on how TCS and the entire IT pack reacts to TCS's earning tomorrow in trade.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.